Okay, so we're going to look at using the new Curio.ca. So on your web browser, just navigate to Curio.ca. If you're on a board Wi-Fi, so if you're at your school or at the board office, you will automatically be pushed into sort of a general Curio, which is, you can see at the top, it already says your Catholic District School Board. So this allows access to Curio at a basic level. And so your students, this is where they can just browse this area. For instance, if you want to look at themes, you can go by themes. They have some highlighted here on the home page. You can also use the Discover tool, the Search tool, or the Browse tool. And from this area, you can look at the different elementary age groups and secondary, and also the subject areas. From Discover, you have themes, and then specific Curio channels that you can look at. And then searches, you can search titles, keywords, and subject from there. So for instance, if we want to look through, if we go to Discover and we look through some themes here. So if we want to look at D-Day, so here's some titles on D-Day. So definitely applicable to your history and your humanities. If you want to go to browse, you can look through elementary, so ages 4 to 7 here. So we have more kid-friendly choices here, things like readings from books, and then we also have lots of different. So this is like a doctor, short videos from doctors, so lots of science stuff going on here. If we want to look at in terms of resources, you can, there's one area in particular that has a lot of teacher resources, and that's news and review. So with news and review, I just want to show you the student view right now. So that with the student view, for instance, if you want to look at women of influence, Kamala Harris and Amanda Gorman, you can click it, and then it gives you some metadata information here, an overview, and then you can click and you can watch the clip from here. So the interesting part about news and review is that it has those teacher resources. So from here, the student, because we haven't logged in yet, from the student view, they don't see the teacher resources. They'll show up on the right-hand side. Once we log in and we click log in, on the first time you log in, you will have to use enter your school email address, and then they will give you an activation code. Once you do that once, then you can log in anytime through the login with Google button. So I'm going to click that, and then automatically it pushes me through, and now you can see it says teachers. So now you have teacher access. And with teacher access, we're going to go again to Discover and News and Review. And then we're going to go back to the Women of Influence. And now on the right-hand side, you can see the support materials here. And so the support materials are really great because they come in both PowerPoint and PDF format. So the PowerPoint format you can edit. You can create those, maybe worksheets or interactive PowerPoints, slideshows, etc. You can make it more interactive and editable with the PowerPoint version. If you just want the version that Curio has curated, then you can just click the PDF version. And then through here, you can see there is an overview of this teacher resource. It gives you talking points before, after, and during, digging deeper, activities. So for instance, there's a poetry analysis here, and then ends with the sources. So there's definitely a lot to go through here for the teacher resources. So here are some prompts, lots of prompts. It tells you exactly where to stop in the video, gives you all the talking points. Talking point number 2, digging deeper. So there's some analysis here, some links, and then it ends with the poetry analysis. So this is great for, an English class and whatnot, and some additional tasks here. So definitely a lot to look into here on Curio. I would say maybe not so much math and science based, but definitely a lot of English, language, business, law, humanities, history, religion. You can probably find some nice topics in here as well. So those type of subject areas will find a lot of use through Curio. If you have any questions, feel free to give me a shout at paul.palma@ycdsb.ca. Thanks.